Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of New to Weeaboo. This is number 166 for February 18th, 2026. I am Nemesis and I'm joined by Alcatraz.
Hello.
Yes. It is now late February.
Late February, yes.
Which means the year of the horses officially started. This is important.
This is important.
Yeah, so anime news, I didn't really see a whole lot of news, at least nothing that really caught my eye personally. But I am trying to keep up with some of the new stuff. The thing is, I got that stupid brain goblin, which is going, I have to catch up in the same order we watched them in for the last episode.
Oh.
So it's like, no, you have to watch Holy Grail of Eris or whatever. Then you can watch Journal with Witch. Then you can watch some of Sensitive Hero. Then you can watch Roll Over and Die. You have to catch up in that order. Plus, I'm trying to catch up in Free Run.
Oh yeah, I still need to start that one before I get spoiled.
I caught up on Free Run because I started seeing the spoilers, and
I so far have not been spoiled. I know it's gonna get harder and harder. So
yeah, right now you're at the point where there's nothing major has happened, but you're gonna want to start watching like now.
Yeah, I'll try to remember. There's so many things to watch.
So yeah, I'm caught up on Free Run and Holy Grail of Eris, and I'm partially got some more episodes to watch of Journal Witch. Yeah, those are Eris kind of. I still swear the Scarlet there is a thing for Constance, but I don't know. Journal Witch is still that's also definitely getting interesting. We're kind of getting into the whole clashing personalities is kind of coming in a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing bad has happened, but definitely more personality clash between the aunt and niece.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not pretty much it on just catch up wise. I mean, there's some other stuff I definitely want to catch up on, but I'm just kind of. It's one of those things. Also, it's just like, oh, I should watch that. I'm going to watch this instead.
Yeah, that happens a lot. It's like,
hey, look, a 2-hour YouTube video on a very obscure subject. Cool.
Geez. Or in my case, 20 new YouTube videos of the channels you've been watching, each one half an hour long.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes my week.
Or another one was, hey, look, a 5-hour compilation of this old Let's Play you watched a long time ago. Okay.
I guess that's what I'm doing now. Thanks, brain.
Yeah, that's how things are going. But that's
like, apparently Netflix is now going to be showing the entirety of Stargate SG-1, so I'm screwed there.
That's the other thing is I need to watch Cosmic Princess or whatever that one.
That's what I was gonna bring.
I'm seeing spoilers and I'm crap. I need to see it.
I caught some spoilers. Like, wait, no, I need to stop. This actually looks good.
It's really good. Regardless, we're here to talk about something else. Again, it's the year of the horse now, which means we are going back to Musume.
They just can't keep us away.
Yeah, Cinderella Grey, season 1, part 2. The rest of the season.
Like wild horses.
Yep.
Can't keep us away.
How majestic. But regardless, yeah. So Cinderella Grey, part 2 picks up with the first part of the season ended off, but also with beginning with Fujimasa March is kind of a slump after Oguri Cap leaves, and because the episode focuses on her kind of return to glory, I guess. And then we go, kind of Oguri Cap afterwards with her defeat by Tamamo Cross at the Autumn Tenno show. And her kind of hung up with it. She just could not catch up. No matter what she did, she just could not catch her. And something was different, and she couldn't explain, but something was going on, but that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We also get, not introduced new characters. She did appear in the first part, but she's more important now. Super Creek, and seeing her win at the Kikuka show with the third part of the classic Triple Crown.
Super Creek.
She gets a big win there. No one was expecting it because, one, she almost didn't even qualify, and 2, she kind of came out of nowhere from the middle of the pack and got into first place. And even then, her racing record wasn't anything to pay attention to. Thanks to her and her trainer and everything, she's able to win that, and showing she's a viable, threat for later on. But then you get to the big draw of the season, which is the rest of the second half of the season here, which is the Japan Cup. Which the Japan Cup is different from the other races, which is it's international.
Mm-hmm.
Horse girls from all over the world are coming to Japan to race, and the thing is, the Japan Cup in in Japanese racing is Japanese racing horses in real life and in Uma Musume tend to not win the Japan Cup.
Yep.
It's kind of an embarrassing thing for them because you're on your home turf and you can't manage wins consistently.
Yep.
Yeah, so Oguri Cap is entering the Japan Cup along with Tamamo Cross, and they're once again going to, rematch. But there's a surprise that neither of the one of them win. Instead it's a different horse girl, Obey Your Master. We'll get into her over the course of this podcast for sure.
Yep.
And after that, then the final thing, which the final stretch is the Arima Kinen, which, at this point, there's been established, Tamamo Cross and Oguri Cap's rivalry, but also the problem is Tamamo Cross decided she's going to retire after this race, and Oguri doesn't take that news very well, because I need a chance to beat you, and Tamamo's like, you're not going to ever beat me.
Yep.
Because I'm going to win this race, too. And on top of that, Dicta Striker, who's popped up here and there, now is also a viable threat in this, and she kind of is pushing Oguri Cap, because Oguri's kind of, again, almost made it, as Dicta noticed.
Yep.
She almost made it, and so she almost won. That's not what I was talking about. And so she helps Oguri Cap realize the zone, essentially. And then also, Super Creek's going to be in there. So yeah, 4 big names in the Arima Kinen. And in the end, though, Oguri Cap does reach the zone and beat Tamamo Cross and everything. That's pretty much how the season ends, except for one final epilogue episode, which is about a newcomer named Inari 1, and who comes from generally the same region as Oguri Cap, and kind of has a bit of a chip on her shoulder over the fact that, Oguri there, it's like, I'm going to show everyone that I'm the real star of this area.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's a setup for a clear, obvious season 2, or, well, go read the manga, depending how things will shake out.
Yeah, depending on how things shake out.
But it seems like there's going to be more Cinderella Grey anime, so hey.
It's doing well. Why stop?
I mean, again, there's also the whole thing that the one of the voice actors said they'd recorded something.
That too. Yeah.
It's like, uh-oh.
Probably weren't supposed to say that, but
yeah.
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, so once again, it is Cinderella Grey, and yes, it is once again probably the greatest sports anime of the year.
No bias, though.
No
right?
bias.
No bias.
This is people are legitimately getting to Uma Musume just because people going, Cinderella Grey is legit, brings the hype.
Yes, it is. It isn't just, cute girls, and, that's why you watch it. Cause no, it's actually good. Like,
it's not just cute girls doing cute things. It's not just idle stuff. It really is like sports anime racing stuff and high intensity. Oh man, no man, it was actual rivalries and tension and drama.
Good writing, good drama. It's generally a good show that's really well done.
Part
underneath
2 here,
of all of it.
Part 2 here held up to this season 1, even surpasses it.
Yeah,
or part 1, I should say.
Yeah.
The thing about it is also on top of that, it also looks great.
Yeah,
and also the music's great. It's just generally just a good time. And sometimes you get to the point of like you're kind of saying, yeah, this is supposed to be the bad. I guess this is the rival. You're supposed to be rooting for Oguri Cap, but you can't help but also want to kind of root for Tamamo Cross.
I like Tamamo Cross. I do like her, so it is hard for me to root against her.
Interesting here is the difference between her here and her in the game. Particularly, like there's already I talked about a little bit with Oguri's differences in the last episode in Cinderella Grey. Tamamo was different because I finally got her in the game, so I actually played her career.
Right.
I was pretty happy about that because she actually finally got added to the game, or added as a playable character in the game. In here, in the anime here, she kind of has the whole thing with the old guy, and she wants to really show him a win. She wants to show him how successful she is, and he's kind of in the hospital and stuff, and she had kind of lived with her mom, but then she that old guy who kind of saw her running and not knew she had potential took her to this trainer, or at the time trainer in training,
right?
To saying that she needs to do that, and that because that she becomes the trainer. That's the what's her face was Masami Komiyama was her trainer, and that's the thing there. It's very, very kind of that's her backstory. In the game, Tamamo's backstory is she grows up in a pretty much dirt poor household with siblings, and has learned to kind of, part of the reason she's so small is because she kind of was skipping meals and stuff for the sake of her siblings and whatnot. So on top of that, she also develops a problem of very low appetite, which is a problem when you're an athlete.
You need the calories.
Yeah,
You're burning
and
through them so much.
It's a problem because there's been a couple times during training that she practically collapses because she doesn't have the energy to train, and it becomes a whole thing. You have to kind of get her to start eating more and so on and so forth. It's on top of it, but also trying to get her to, get past that mental block of, well, I need to not eat because, well, one, she also has the problem of now it's physically difficult for her, and also there's mental block of, well, my siblings eat it. Your siblings aren't here.
They ain't here to eat it.
And all sorts of stuff. And also she's very thrifty too because of growing up poor. Mm-hmm. So it's like, this is too much. This is too much. How much does this cost? Don't think about how much it costs, Tamamo. Yeah, it's stuff like that. And then, so it's a kind of a different thing. But yeah, it's kind of weird seeing that kind of changes because the game makes so many, between the game and the anime universes, it kind of makes some major changes. But still, yeah, her ultimate in the game is still called White Lightning.
Yep. White Lightning.
Yeah, because that's Tamamo's zone thing is White Lightning.
Yes, the zone.
Yeah, the zone is a
big... It's kind of been something they poked at in a few different areas within Uma. Yep. I know that was like the thing in one of the movies with...
Yeah.
That's what Agnes Tachyon was researching, the zone as well.
Because the zone is kind of this is only one I've really quantifies it. We've seen it essentially in other versions of Musume, but this is the one that really quantifies it. And we talked about a little of this part
as
one,
much as you can quantify it.
Quantifies it in the sense that it acknowledges what it is.
Yeah,
it's not just this is not just hyper anime flashy effects. This is an actual thing, and other Umumuse some of them can see it,
or at least sense it.
Yeah, well, but some of them do see it.
We do.
Yeah, because even interesting with this, you see it frequently, like when it's from one of the Uma perspective, it's from their perspective essentially, kind of as well as it can be. You see all the crazy effects and whatnot, like lightning arcing off of Tamamo and whatnot. Yep. But when you see it from like human perspective, you don't see anything.
No,
it's just they're running.
They're running and they just get faster.
Then they do stuff like Tamamo, she's like practically warping. Mm-hmm. They're just showing the effect of her warping like forward because she's going so fast. That almost feels like she's just warping ahead. Stuff like that. And Oguri, she knows there's something there, and she's almost broken through, but she can't seem to make that last bit for a little while. She's struggling with it.
Yeah, sort of like what Tachyon during the movie. She was also like, it's something there, and it, like hitting until the very end.
Tachyon actually broke into it. Was the thing.
She broke into it, but there was, at least in the beginning of she was poking at it and hitting that wall.
Yeah, the movie was very much, again, that didn't really acknowledge the zone as an actual thing. It just was cool anime effects.
Yep. This one actually gives it a name and whatnot.
Yeah. We have just stuff like we got previously Symbolic Rudolph. She saw from the stands. It's like, because that's the whole thing is the racers who define their generation often hit into the zone.
Yep.
So yeah, that was the thing. Oguri, struggling with that. That was a big thing. Was like she was struggling with the fact that she could not beat Tamamo. No matter what, she struggled, and even in the Japan Cup again, not just Tamamo this time, but Obey Your Master, which is one of the international racers.
Yep.
Which I guess the Japan Cup being a big part of it is
Obey Your Master is like the biggest part of the Japan Cup, at least in this story.
Yeah, but before that, was Super Creek and her thing, because that was the thing with her, was like she was kind of struggling. It's just she was kind of average at best.
Mm-hmm.
And then she finally met Fumino Nase, and they headed off and became trainee, and and then Fumino's like, Nase is just like, you got this, go all out at the Kikuku show. It's like, are you sure? Yes, go all out. And she does.
And
wins by a huge margin. No one was expecting it, because again, she initially was on number 19 out of 18.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the only way she's going to get in if someone dropped. Which someone did.
And then she went to number 1.
That was the thing, was her win was she went through the gap. There's on the corner, there's a gap in the railing because of it's a multi-track racing course.
Yep,
so
and they're racing an inner track, I think.
They're
on the outer course.
Yep, and because the Kikuku Show, one of the longest races in the whole thing.
Yeah, so there's a spot where one of the inner courses.
It's a very small spot when you're running that fast, but it's a spot, and she used it to go from middle of the pack to pretty much near the front, and everyone's like, wait, what? Because no one was expected her to pass on the right, because how could she?
There's a wall
railing
there.
There's a railing. You can't pass on the wait.
There's a gap where there's not a railing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've heard that supposedly after this happened in real life, because I believe this actually did happen in real life. Super Creek did exactly that in real life, and I heard after that they weren't allowed to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of unfair.
It's almost like there are some racetracks I've seen where they have secondary options that you're not allowed to take, so they cone them off to mark that.
Yeah, so that was her thing, showing that, she's a formidable opponent right there. It's like showing it's not, hey, reminder, Oguri, she's not going to be just Tamamo right?
Yep, you're not just facing one person.
Yeah, setting her up for later on.
Yep.
Dicta is there. It's weird, interesting how Dicta's striker's there, but for the most part, we don't actually see her racing for the most part.
No, she's just there talking as part of the group and whatnot.
Yeah, but we see the results that she does really well, but she's like not really part of the equation until the very end with the Dream Keenan. Although she tried to be early on, and she's trying to throw down the gauntlet with the Guri. He's like, "Oh, I'm not racing that." What?
Oh yeah, that one. I'm gonna face you in this race. No, you're not. I'm not racing there. Oh.
Yeah, you got stuff like some of the previous, I guess, plot lines from part 1 are kind of somewhat wrapped up, like Yano Moteki, who was at the Satsuki show, and she won that, and now she's trying to come back, and nope, loses Super Creek at the Kikuka. And Sakura Chiyono, who at this point she's become a bit infamous in the last couple weeks because of the GIF. If you know, you know.
Those who know.
Which is also funny because she was just also at this very same week that GIF that it hit the internet. She showed up in the global version of Uma Musume. Yeah. Someone knew. I'm pretty sure whoever made that GIF knew the timing because and did that intentionally. Regardless, she's there.
She's there.
So is Major Arden, one of the Majoros, like McQueen.
Yep.
Yeah, they're kind of there, and Yano's trainer is the dad of Super Creek's trainer. But her story kind of ends here more or less, at least for now. Which I'm not sure if she pops up again in season 2, will ever pop in a theoretical season 2 or not. But yeah. The other thing was, seeing the old gang from part 1, from the old regional schools, so like Nora and Ace and Minnie the Lady and Rudy Lemono.
Yeah, because
Oguri
Cap was feeling down.
Yeah, she's feeling down and kind of defeated because, again, she lost pretty hard to Tamamo Cross.
Pretty hard. She came in second.
She lost pretty hard to Tamamo Cross.
Yeah, if you don't win, then you might as well come in last, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so...
Second is just the first loser.
Friends.
Yeah, getting her friends there, and they actually were able to more or less rent out one of the actual racing tracks and practice there, and then also Belno coming through with her new way for Oguri to go up a really steep slope.
Oh yeah, that whole scene where Belno, there was a bit of a character growth moment for Belno, realizing that she's been trying to help and train via ways that aren't Oguri.
Yeah.
So tries to, figures that out and starts training starts focusing on Oguri and the way she runs and what will work for the way that Oguri runs, because she's got that really unique stance.
Yeah, she's
and
very
running
low
style,
to the ground.
And was able to figure out, like, because of your running style, if you do these things, you'll be able to get up this hill easier.
It might take you a couple tries, doesn't one.
Does it the first time.
Kind of upset about that because she spent like so long perfecting that, and then she just nails it in one try.
Yep.
Still, it's like, and Misaka, giving her praise, and it's like, she's so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The main thing about here is Japan Cup, which because one of the things was a bunch of international races showing up, including Tony Bianca, Michelle My Baby, Moonlight Lunacy, Elder Sleep Pride, and Obey Your Master. All international racers showing up for this Japan Cup, and Musaka wants research, so Belno does some research, and she's able to disguise herself as a reporter, including using a hat and a little fake bag for her tail, so she can go interview them and whatnot, and get a really good idea of what they're like, and so get all this great information for Oguri Cap to use. Except she couldn't obey your master anywhere for a while until she finds her face down on the grass, butt in the air, sniffing the grass, being weird. And then she's okay, she's just weird. I'm just gonna leave. And then obey your master's like pegs her like immediately, just as you are Belno Light. You're friends with Oguri Cap, and you're doing research.
Yep.
And it was like, how did you know? And
two can play at this game.
Yeah. And this is where you start seeing that Obey Your Master is not just some airheaded blonde.
Nope.
From America.
Nope.
We get actually little bits and pieces there. And then we see her hotel room is just covered in corkboard stuff with, it's
red string and everything.
Yeah. She is creepy.
Yeah.
In that point. It is like giving off serious serial killer vibes right there. And it's actually genuinely disturbing. It's like to the point of, if I didn't know any better about this franchise, if she pulled a knife in the middle of the race, started just stabbing,
that would be fitting
like, okay,
for her.
Yeah, that tracks.
Character. Yeah.
That tracks. But yeah, the whole thing with her, she's basically just hold this, this whole persona of like, she's just an airheaded dork and doesn't know anything. And then, oh wait, what? In the Japan Cup, she just catches up to Tamamo Cross, who's annoyed with her, and then, oh wait, Tamamo Cross goes to her zone, no big deal, and everything. And it was such a cool effect because she's in her zone, all of a sudden cracks.
Yep.
And then then you see her eye. It's like, hello.
Hi.
And Obey Your Master is just showing Tamamo Cross the real her right there.
Yep.
And you see Obey Your Master. The problem was she was always struggling. And someone tells her, Japan has good grass. You'd be perfect on it. You interested in going to the Japan Cup? And so she goes to Japan Cup, and out of nowhere, and nobody's expecting anything from her because nobody knows anything about her. And she wins.
Wins
the Japan Cup. And Tamamo has to give respect. It's like, okay, and then there's a whole thing where it's like, we're gonna, it's like, we gotta, race again. They're never gonna race each other again. By the way, Tamamo just retired, and that's the thing. Also, all those international ones is very interesting because you got stuff like Michelle by Baby starts, I guess the rough play thing with Okuri because Six starts. And
the whole
that's the thing. It's like,
American
we don't
racing.
do that here in Japan, except the international racers will.
Yep.
And so that's part of the problem is like the Japanese racingers are like they're too polite.
They're too polite, a little timid,
and so that's why they lose a lot. Part of the reason why they lose a lot is because they're not willing to get rough because that's not how they race there.
Well.
Yeah, Michelle, my baby, who's also at this point in time the tallest Uma Musume in the entire franchise at 195 centimeters tall.
She's huge.
She's big
and ripped.
I believe that includes the ears though, so they're technically it's one of those things. I think they include the ears in that, so it's she's if you don't include the ears, we're talking closer to like 190, but still pretty tall.
Yeah. And ripped.
And she talks to that's the other thing. She talks to Oguri Cap. And I can't let you do that. And she agrees, like, I don't speak English. Because you hear English sometimes. Yep. Like, Obey Your Master says that. It's like, what a joke. And that's the thing, is her Wild Joker is her zone thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they also, Tony Bianca is from Italy, and she was kind of like the heavy favorite. And then she, unfortunately, breaks something in the middle of the race.
Or breaks or sprains or something. She injures her leg.
She starts going to the zone and goes,
and something doesn't go right.
And everyone else picks up on it. Oh, that's it. She's out.
Yeah.
And then, Moonlight Lunacy, who's from Britain, seems to have a bit of a weird thing going on with Tony there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Moonlight Lunacy was here the previous year and is upset she lost, so she wants to win here.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah. Ellerslie Pride is from New Zealand. It's very rare for New Zealand racers to do anything outside of New Zealand, so this is a big thing for her. Loses though, but seems to get a bond with Gold City. Weird enough, to them bond. There's also a little hint there for the future, maybe at some point when Ellerslie goes back to New Zealand. But I won't get into that too much. It's spoiler territory.
But Obey Your Master is definitely the main character for
that whole thing.
That whole thing.
Yeah, her whole backstory, the serial killer thing, looking thing, all that stuff is like,
and how a lot of it is kind of a false front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the whole point. Is her whole Joker thing is a false front. Her whole that she's faking that because That way no one can ever get a read on her.
Exactly. And then her and Tamamo have a good heart-to-heart behind the scenes when no one else is there. They get to see the real her.
Yeah, Tamamo is the only person who gets to see the real her.
Yep.
The other funny thing here is about all these international racers, there is no racing horse with those names. There's not a single racing horse with any of those names. There is, however, interesting enough, the Japan Cup that Oguri Cap and Tamamo Cross here, participated in. There was the winner, an American horse called Pay the Butler.
Huh.
Yeah, so what happened here is they did not have the rights to those international racing horse names.
Yeah.
So they had to make up some. So that's, you Pay the Butler becomes Obey Your Master, which that's a fun name to be saddled with when you're born.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You just gave birth to your daughter, and what do you call something compels you to call her Obey Your Master?
Well, horse names are just kind of weird.
Yeah, just
anyway,
again, it's just so many. It's so funny, just the horse names, because they're translating them. So it's like, how does that work?
It doesn't. Don't think
what
about
compare?
it too hard.
What's like? What compels? Because again, the part of the lore is 2 human parents can have an Uma daughter. Like what snaps in your brain going? Name your kid this really weird name.
Mr. CB.
Exactly.
Michelle, my baby. I guess that one.
Yeah, but yes,
is a little bit more.
Moonlight lunacy. Your daughter's crazy.
Stars are crazy.
Yeah, so a lot of the international ones are not real. They're fake because they have these horses. They want to tell the story, but they don't have the rights, so they have to make up ones. But they basically they can make the names suspiciously similar, though
legally distinct kind of a
that's
thing.
The thing. Also, the funny thing, Dicta Striker is not a real racing horse either. But she is based on a racing horse called Soccer Boy.
A Soccer Boy.
Yep. That was the other thing. Yeah. So after the Japan Cup and losing again, now getting third, Oguri's really just upset about that. But also again, that Dicta watching it saw Oguri she almost had it, and oh yeah, she almost won. It's like, no, that's not what I was talking about.
Almost had the zone.
Yeah. So Dicta, for whatever reason, decides to help Oguri get there, because I guess it's that thing of, I want to be able to beat you at your best.
Yep, that whole thing. I don't just want to win. I want to make sure I win in a real fight.
It's just so funny because Dicta's helping Oguri Cap, and Oguri starts to vouch of rake into the zone, and then Dicta's like, I'm done. What? Then the Oguri's like, you can't, no. Getting edged.
I to say, there's names for that.
And she's so upset over it. It's like, yeah, I don't want you to hurt yourself now.
Yeah, because the zone is basically a limit break.
Yep. Going past your limits.
Which usually involves injury.
It's anime nonsense.
Yes.
But it looks cool.
Yes.
The other thing is, Tamamo Cross, that was the thing, was I remember when she activates her zone in the Rimakina, and I said, like, can she just do it at will? What the heck? Because she just, screw it, I'm turning it on. Then she also, she surged forward early because, like, everyone's pacing themselves. Blah, 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 blah. No, we're going fast.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was pretty interesting. Seeing that stuff was with Dicta Striker, because she's kind of a weird thing, because like she's a weird character in general, and like also she has a trainer who's like a big, tall, gloomy dude. Tadashi Koichi.
Yeah, he's. I can't place that one.
Yeah,
just kind of creepy.
Yep. Yeah. So
like, what's his name? Lurch from Addams Family.
Yeah, Lurch.
Yeah, it kind of looks a bit like that.
Yeah. So the Rimakina, so you got the players of them established. Oguri Cap, Tamamo Cross, Dicta Striker, and Super Creek have all been established as the powerhouses of this race.
Mm-hmm.
And in that race, because of course these races take multiple episodes because it's got to keep you intense.
Yeah.
Wait for it. Yeah, the thing was, you got to watch it all in one go. I had to watch it week by week.
Yeah.
And lose my mind. Like, that's where you leave me? You can't do this to me.
Just like what Dicta Striker did.
Yeah. Yeah, during that race Tamamo Cross got bored and wanted everyone to go faster and force the pace to go higher. The other thing was at the beginning, that was an interesting thing with you hear the gates open, but first you hear a clang, and then the gates open, and it's like, what was that? Because I noticed that the first time I was like, that's not the normal noise. What's that? I know that the gate sounds like because I've heard it so many times. I keep playing the Musume game.
Yeah.
So what is that noise? And it turns out then you see Dicta Striker with, well, it's just kind of weird because she's kind of head hurts. Her head hurts because she slammed into the gate.
Yep, and she had a late start.
Yeah, so she slammed into the gate. Then the gate opens and she has to then goes. Anyway, and then eventually she's like, okay, she's strategizing. Okay, keep calm. Okay, and then all of a sudden, wait, why is my vision red? Oh, I'm bleeding.
Yep.
Yeah, she is struggling now a little bit, and she's trying to keep her head. There's a couple. At one point, I remember that Dicta was like, it looked like it was a little touch and go. It looks like, because like head injury can be bad, and when you're especially when you're actively running.
Do you have a concussion? Do you have some sort of major damage?
Because you could just all of a sudden just fall over.
Yeah.
Yeah, regardless, it becomes a thing with, hey, surprise, everyone starts activating their zones all at once, and Iguri's just starting to, starts to push for it, and then Dick just activates hers, and all of a sudden just fizzles out. Yeah. And she's like, what, why? But why? Probably because you have a head injury.
Probably because you bashed your face into the freaking pole.
Yeah, so Oguri Cap and Tamamo Cross get into their big thing, and that was a really cool bit. It's a weird thing, because, like, they both activated the zone, they're going. And then we get to this weird thing where they're in some weird void,
yeah.
and they're talking to each other.
They enter some sort of different universe while they're still running, but they can. Everything else is happening, and they're kids again. And
they're talking. They're just talking about just like how the racing is the racing is how fun it's been actually.
Yep.
And then we go back to the real world, and then you got Musaka going. She looks like she's actually just having fun, not racing at the Rimakinen. What the heck?
Yep.
Because they have big old smiles on their faces. Not the usual, "Arr!"
Yep.
Just big old happy smiles like they're just enjoying themselves. Like, oh. Meanwhile, Dicta is fading, and Super Creek's like, what, how? Because, at this point, Super Creek got herself up to third, and that was the other thing. She got herself up to third, although she screwed up in the process, we discover.
Yeah. She ended up cutting someone off.
Yeah, she cut someone off, which is a big no-no because that could lead to injuries, particularly, again, with Umamuse. If they fall over at these speeds, that could lead to serious injuries.
To the legs.
Yeah, not just the leg, but actually, if in particular for them, that's going to be, oh, cool, you just landed on your head at 50, 45 kilometers, 50 kilometers an hour, 70, 60, 60 even. At 60 kilometers an hour, you landed on your head. Oh, why aren't you moving anymore?
Yeah, there goes your neck.
Yeah, so she cut off someone, so sure she, even though she finished third, she was disqualified.
Yeah.
So in the end, Dicta Striker was declared third place because she got fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone moved up and she got disqualified. So yeah, they got. And the other thing was that was funny. So Dicta Striker talking to a Great Cap at the end, after the race, and she's talking to her, and then a tooth falls out.
Is that my tooth?
Oops. The other thing was Simbali Rudolph talking to a Great Cap as well prior to the race. Yeah, and at first Aguri's like, am I supposed to be fighting you right now? Are we enemies? And Simbali Rudolph apologizing for her earlier behavior, and then also telling her, take it easy. In English. Very rough English.
Very rough English, but English.
Which, again, I've heard that voice actor speak English just fine before, so it's definitely a voice direction thing.
Yeah.
Someone's not giving her good direction for how to speak these English words. But yeah, that was the whole thing, because apparently that's a reference to something that one of the jockeys said to another, because it was one of the English-speaking jockey and a Japanese-speaking jockey, and the Japanese jockey, and they can't, it's like, you can't understand each other. Then finally, it's like somehow that got through, that take it easy got through.
Yep.
But yeah, that was the whole thing, because in the real life, I believe there was a weird thing where I believe Simbali Rudolph's jockey ran Oguri Cap in the Arena Keenan that year. They are in the real life.
Yeah.
So I think that's what that was supposed to be. That was supposed to be reference to that. So yeah, it was a thing. Tamamo Cross's final race, and that was the whole thing too. That was another thing, was Oguri Cap Tamamo Cross, they're getting in each other's faces. It's like, tension's high.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's so weird, because that's another thing about this franchise, which we touched on before, but the whole rivalries and friends thing.
Yeah,
how intense the rivalry can be, but also
It doesn't. Yeah, the friendship is still there too.
Yeah, it's like I'm sitting here going, man, that's got to be hard to maintain without someone getting really pissed off at someone else.
Yeah, because like, how do you hold
Like,
that kind of
genuinely.
a huge rivalry when those kind of stakes are on the line against someone who takes it from you? Like, you lose, it's gone.
Yeah, because we've talked about this before. Like, there's only one chance for the the Derby, right? There's only one chance.
You only got one shot.
Your dream, and someone else gets it instead.
It's gone.
Yeah, that's it. It's
you don't
over.
get another shot.
I mean, with the Reen McKinnon, for example, you can go multiple times. In fact, in real life, for example, Nice Nature raced in the Reen McKinnon like 4 times.
Yeah, but some of those, no, you've only got one shot at this, and it's like. I remember I mentioned this on one of the earlier episodes. We see all these characters with all these dreams.
Yep.
But there can only be one winner.
Yep. And often you only get one shot. Sometimes you get multiple shots, but sometimes you only get one shot.
Yeah. And
the big ones, like the Derby, are like you get a single shot at this.
Yeah. Everyone's got a dream, but only one winner. Most of them are going to have their dreams crushed right there. Who deserves it more? Does anyone deserve it more?
Me. I deserve it more. No, I do.
Everyone thinks that they deserve it.
Maintaining the friend, it's like.
And how do you maintain a friendship when that's the person who took your dream?
Yep. Well, their dream too, right?
Yeah. That's just like that's really the only way to think about it. It's like you both had the same dream, and the rules outside of both of your control say that only one can get it.
Except that one time for some reason.
Except for that one time, yeah.
In season 1 of Pretty Derby. Because reasons, even though that was a fudge thing, because I remember in the real life Derby, it was just Special Week. El Condor Pasa was not racing in that race.
Yeah.
That was one of the few times they've deviated that hard from reality in Musume.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after that, then they finally have an epilogue episode with a new racer named Inari 1, who's regional, just like Oguri Cap was.
Yep.
And she seems to have a bit of a problem in that she's very easy to kind of manipulate into kind of burning herself out. Very easy to basically throw her off her pace, and she just burns herself out, and she loses. Because that was the thing, was like in her first year, won nearly pretty much every race in her first year. Second year, lost a lot. And yeah, basically she got to let her temper get. She was so easily manipulated, she had her temper, and then she's she got trained. I guess she finally listened to her training and kept it hold on. But yeah, at this regional race, she also almost entered the zone, and she was like, "What was that? What was that?
What was that?"
Yeah, it's pretty clear she is coming to nationals. She has made it clear. Yeah, at her little end concert, she said, "I'm going to nationals now." And because she very much wants to race against Oguri Cap.
Got you in my sights.
Because she was from the same she participated in the same regionals.
I got a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah. Everyone taught Oguri Cap this, Oguri Cap that. What about me, Inari 1?
Well, no one knows you exist yet.
That's going to change.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of the teaser for the rest of the next stage, the next arc of the story. Tamamo's out, Inari 1's in. Funny, they're about the same height. Well, there's definitely some other differences.
Yeah. It's similar to this, like, those outfits. Nothing about this is aerodynamic.
But it's cool.
Rule of cool.
Always rule of cool. Like, how does a hat not fly off?
Don't think about it.
Let's shut up. Why do you think
horses are known for having, right?
Oh, no. We don't do that anymore. So, again, this was a really solid season through and through.
It really was. It really was. Even though there was a lot of different points, I think it flowed pretty well.
Mm-hmm. It flowed through its arcs, all different arcs pretty well. It did a good job of introducing, characters who aren't Oguri Cap and Tamamo Cross into the thing without, making it feel like who are they, where they come from.
Yep.
Very, very felt really well, good. Well, Super Creek was already there in part 1, but like she was barely a thing. She only got a few bits in here and there, but they had like cool bits like we're focusing on Dicta Striker, and then Dicta passes by Super Creek in the hall, and now the story's focusing on her. Mm-hmm. Stuff like that. I love cool little things like that.
Almost like a passing of the baton.
Yeah. Just okay. The camera's following one, and now the camera's following the other one as they pass by each other.
Mm-hmm.
Little things like that. Obey Your Master is really well done.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that at all. I guess, I'm just seeing. Okay, when she first shows them in Japan, it's like, "Hello, everyone," and like, there's
no one there.
Versus everyone else getting crowded, like all the other international racers getting crowded by the press, and she just shows up and nobody.
And yet she doesn't seem minded by that at all.
Yeah, and also on top of that, there's a whole thing where it's like she's just being a weirdo.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, with that bit with Belno, where she suddenly goes, "I know who you are. I know why you're here."
Yep.
And it's like, oh.
That's when you go, oh.
No.
This is scary. A serious one.
She's scary. She's the actual.
She's the one to watch.
She's not like a Haru. You think, she's like Haru. She's kind of a joke character. Right?
Yeah.
No.
She's the monster.
She is
She's
the
threat.
New monster. She is the real threat.
Yep.
You just don't know it yet. Yeah, so it's really well done. And again, visually, really, again, a lot, particularly the zone stuff, they do some really creative stuff with the zones. Because that's the thing, is like trying to make sure everyone's is unique and looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, Tama's got her lightning. Agrees. What was her called? It was gray.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, regardless of the gray thing. It was like this black smoky thing.
It's an extension of what we've seen with her before, like when she starts running really fast and you get this blackness coming off of her eyes. The darkness.
Dick just, it looks like a bullet, because that was the whole thing, was in the real life horse, they said, takes off, basically takes off like a bullet.
Yep.
So, looks like you get this whole bullet thing going on with her. And Super Creek, we haven't seen, if you want to notice, Super Creek, we haven't seen a zone thing yet with her. Her eyes lit on fire, kind of that thing, but like, she hasn't actually entered the zone yet. Nari 1, we saw that probably almost previous. She had that weird thing with like that grinning mask thing. That just the creepy, like grinning mask thing, as she was getting kind of upset, and then she went, calm down. Don't fall for the bait.
Yeah.
Don't take the bait. Also, there's a funny thing was Nase and Super Creek. The trainer and trainee, like, Nase seems to like Super Creek a lot.
Yes.
Because Super Creek is very doting. That's one of the things about her personality. She's a very doting character.
Yeah, she just wants to take care of you.
Yeah, there's a whole thing that's like the Goo Goo Babies thing. That's Super Creek. She likes playing Goo Goo Babies in the game. What does that mean? Basically, it's non-sexual age play. That's a thing, by the way.
Yeah, that is a thing.
There's a whole thing where basically her parents like ran an orphanage or something, or a preschool. Basically, she got used to the idea that basically, how do you take care of it? How do you show somebody you like that, care for them? Oh, you literally care for them.
You baby them and care for them, and yeah.
And Nase, sometimes Super Creek does something, and then Nase just kind of has a meltdown right there.
Has to go and hide her face.
Yeah, and Super Creek's like, huh? Trainer? And so that, again, we see Inari 1, a very angry little thing.
Just a ball of anger.
Yep, just like almost everyone who's short is just so angry at everybody else at all times.
It's like dogs. The smaller they are, the more angry personality they have, and the bigger they think they are.
Tamamo Cross got her thing when she was able to go to that old, the old man in the hospital and, tell him to, and everything. Got to see him again. Yeah. Although she didn't win that McKenna, she still won a lot of races.
Yeah,
Again, the Kooning at the time, again, as they brought up in part 1, was at the time, historic feat of winning both Tenno shows in a single calendar year.
Yep.
That's just unheard of. And Aguri Cap, of course, had her whole thing. She even got a party. Of course, she was trying to sleep in. Of course, we saw a whole bunch of little faces, silly versions of Aguri. There's her old trainer showing back up, even though he failed his exams for national accreditation.
Yeah. Apparently, though, it's really hard to get that, and most people fail.
And you only get one chance a year.
Yeah.
So now he's got to try again. Yeah, he's about ready to give up, but then seeing Oguri Cap, he's like, I gotta keep going. And then Oguri Cap, I saw that go, I gotta keep going, because he was about ready to give up.
Yeah.
It's like, because that was the whole thing. She had that struggle where she was like, am I really supposed to be here? Am I really good enough to be here?
Yes.
And then don't give up. Okay, I will not.
Like, girl, you're coming in, you're podiuming national races. You belong there.
On a consistent basis.
Yes, you are consistently podiuming.
That's really good.
That's, yes.
Yeah, I know. Anything but first feels awful, but still.
Yeah. In real life, even coming in close like that is an amazing thing. It's like you look at the Olympics. Oh boy, the Olympics this year.
Curling drama.
Yeah, well, more than that.
I know, but still.
But yeah, but stuff like bronze medal.
Yep. At the Olympics.
Oh, you got third. You got third.
You are the third best in the world.
It's like you're still above basically everyone else in the world. Yes, you got third, but
I didn't get the gold though.
Oh yeah, as long as your medal stays in one piece, because apparently the past couple of years are getting worse and cheaper and falling apart. I've already had to exchange a few of them.
Oh no. So yeah,
it's a good anime.
It's good anime. it's a good exciting anime. It's the same animation as last time. I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to go over some of the characters we didn't cover last time because they're newer for this season. Only some of them.
Some of them. I mean, the top two are still the top two.
Yeah, so we talked about Grey Cap and Tamamo Cross last time. We talked about March and Belno and all that stuff. But yeah, Dictus Striker is played by Yumiri Hanamori, who is Gin Minoa in Yuki Yuna, Nadeshiko Kagemihara in Yudu Camp.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Never heard of her before.
Asahi Kobe in Happy Sugar Life. The one who's looking for his sister. A recent one, Hitomi Koshigaya and Majilumie Magical Girls Incorporated. And another recent one, Rio Reaper in Gachiakuta.
Gachiakuta.
Gachiakuta. So, Super Creek, played by Kana Yuki, who's played Noelle Silva in Black Clover. Yorktown and Yukikaze in Azure Lane. Ship Girls.
Not Kankole.
Yeah.
Ship Girls.
Yeah, the other one. Asahi Oka and Onimai.
Onimai?
One of the friends.
Onimai?
Yep, Asahi.
Asahi.
And Haruka Ozura in Harakana Receive. And Obey Your Master is played by Shizuka Ishigami, who, she's appeared recently on the podcast, actually, because, Ayami Kajo in Shime Oneta, Ayaka Uehara in How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift, Stella Vermilion in Chivalry of a Failed Knight, and Patosh Kivia in Sentence to be a Hero. I essentially did not list her last time. Obey Your Master last time.
Apparently she's also Laufin from Freerun.
Yep. I'm aware, but
Yeah. Yeah. Some names we know.
Yeah. That one right there. And then Inari 1, played by Haruno Inoue, and pretty much other than this, it's actually pretty much does all very minor roles. She doesn't do a whole lot outside of a Cinderella or not Cinderella, but Musume.
Oh yeah.
Mostly just small roles. In various anime, including like Precure and Kakaguri. So yeah, that's some of the characters I want to point out a little bit, because they're kind of the more important ones.
They are the new main ones,
yeah.
Main-ish.
Well, I also want to mention, I almost forgot that Tony Bianco, after she injured herself, she's in the hospital just buried in roses, and Moonlight Lunacy goes visit her and goes, "What?" And then again, there seems to be a little bit of a bit of geary going on between those two.
Yeah.
England and Italy?
Never.
Better let Tony do all the cooking.
Yep.
So I think that pretty much wraps this one up. If you liked what you heard, you can listen to new and past episodes in Weeaboo.libsyn.com. It's spelled LABSYN. If you want to, do that, catch up there, RSS feed, all that stuff. And if you want to subscribe any other way, you could do so via Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Podcasts. So all those things you can subscribe there. And of course, if you want to contact us, you can do so via email at newtoweeboo@gmail.com if you have any questions, comments, or criticisms, or anime recommendations or whatnot. That's the way to do it. And of course, you can follow us on various social medias, all listed at newtoweeboo.libsyn.com/contact. So yeah, right there, follow the social media on that if you like. And there you go. So that's it for February. Wow.
February.
Already through February.
Well, that's because it's also a really short month.
That too. But yeah, so next time in March, we'll be talking about Spy Family Season 2.
Oh, I haven't looked at that in so long.
And the
It'll be
movie.
nice to jump back into that.
Yep. And the movie. So keep yourselves safe. Fight the good fight. All that stuff. Do not give Discord your personal information.
Do not.
Don't do it. In fact, if you have Nitro, cancel it right now. If I could, I'd cancel it again, but I can't because I don't have it anymore. It's so funny because I was about to think about renewing my my Nitro,
Yeah.
and then they announced. I went, well, never mind. Good thing I didn't give them my money. Yeah, we'll see you next time.
See ya.